We are.
This is Coffee with V&B.
Yes.
Cheers.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Venus. We have a new topic to discuss, of course.
We do. Oh, and by the way, this is Freddie. I am fish sitting for a friend. And Venus thought it was so funny when I said I'm fish sitting.
Because, sometimes people say, like, oh, I'm house sitting or I'm dog sitting.
Yeah. And I just said it so
Fish
casually.
sitting.
I'm like, I'm fish sitting. It's true.
But I love it. He's cute. He's a pretty little turquoise thing.
Okay, what do we got?
What are some awkward, funny, or memorable moments you've had on set?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Ooh.
Do you want to take it away?
Yeah. Okay. So in the film that Brittany and I met on Genesis, one of my scenes, I had to put the baby in the water. And to do that, I had to get in the water, which is fine. I don't really mind water. But I don't know. It was swampish. So we had to get off a bridge. The guys had put these big pieces of plywood on top of the mud because this mud, if you just stood in it, you would sink. It would come all the way up to your knee, your shin and your knee. And so it felt like it was a never-ending depth.
You were sinking at points.
Yes. And so by the time they had set the planks, and by the time it was time for me to film, I had to step on these planks, and so they were filling with a stick because you couldn't see. It was totally muddy, totally gross. Here's the one board. Okay, now if you'll scoot, here's the other board. Okay. And so by the time I had gotten to stand on them, they were breaking in the middle. So it had just collapsed. And so I'm I don't mind, but it's murky and I don't know what's under here. And I had to cross 5 or 6 of these and do it naturally in the scene. So yeah, that was one of my
That was hilarious.
memorable moments.
I think we bonded over that moment too because when she did that, I mean, you guys don't know, that water was murky. And you don't know what was in that water. I mean, I'm sure there was water moccasins and stuff. And I was not in the water.
No,
but
everybody was on the bridge.
Everyone else was on the bridge. And I was recording it on your phone for you just so that you would have that footage. And I remember being you were visibly nervous.
Was I?
Not during the scene, but
good.
the getting in.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I could see, and I mean, I don't blame her. I would have been terrified, especially, second someone says snake, it's
yeah.
And I remember being just trying to be a calming presence. So I'm you're doing great, Venus. You're doing
She's
great.
Very encouraging.
Well, and I feel any scene with water like that gets tricky because even one of my scenes, I had to rush into the water to the basket, and I had a long, heavy dress on, and it was kind of the same thing. I'm running in these sandals, and I kind of slip on a rock, and then and it's
it's hard to run in the water.
Yeah, it's funny though.
But your dress was long too, and so with the weight of the water pulls it down.
Yeah, it's getting tangled in your ankles.
Imagine if you busted.
Oh my gosh. Well, at one point,
well,
I almost fell. It was kind of meh, but I caught myself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God. One that kind of stands out to me was when I was 12, I did a film for the Disney Channel, just a small part, and it was really, really fun, but I remember I didn't like how the makeup artist did my makeup.
Oh.
And I was this lady doesn't know what she's doing in my 12-year-old mind.
Uh-huh.
And so I went back to my trailer and I put on more eyeliner. And then she came and saw that I had done that and she took it off. And then I was no, this is not happening. So I went back and I put more on and she came back and took it off. She never said anything though.
That's so nice.
I think because I was so young and it was a bunch of kids and it was just so funny though because I was she is not making me look my best. I want to be look my greatest and but I would never ever recommend anyone ever do that.
No.
Don't do that. It was a movie with Lindsay Lohan and I was no, I gotta look great.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice that she didn't say anything.
No, she just would come along and
She could have been could you please just stop adding makeup? I'm the makeup artist.
Right, I did it this way for a reason.
You don't understand what the camera picks up and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
How nice of her.
It's true. It's so funny. What other moments?
I have one that's not so funny. Maybe it falls more on the awkward, memorable side. So I was on this commercial, and when I booked the gig, it looked like me and a friend were going out riding ATVs. So I thought, okay, it's a dude friend, but that's fine. It'll be fun. Well, when I get on set, it's a little bit different than anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kind of wanted it to be like we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and we're riding around, and eventually night falls, and there's a campfire and a sunset, and it's lovely and wonderful. So they want us to hold hands, or they want us to kind of like snuggle up as we're walking to the campfire. And then when we get to the campfire, they want us to be like lovey-dovey, like my head on his shoulder. And I'm like, I did not sign up for this. At least I didn't need to sign up for this. So it was very awkward, and they were like blaming on the guy. They were like, he's just nervous, whatever. And I'm like, I feel bad because I told this dude from the beginning, hey, if they ask us to do anything, just so you know, I will take the blame, but I'm not okay doing it. And so he was so kind. The whole time they were blaming it on him that we weren't being physical, he didn't call me out. I mean, he just was like, he respected what I had told him at the beginning. And at the end of the shoot, when we wrapped and it was all done, I went up to the director and I said, I just want to apologize for, not being as physical as you guys wanted us to be. I didn't know that was part of the gig, and if it was, I wouldn't have signed up for it. Like, I wouldn't have auditioned. And he kind of was just like taken it back.
Yeah.
I think because it was a bigger commercial, it was getting paid, big bucks. So like, what actor wouldn't do this for big bucks? And somebody had told me that during the campfire scene, like, you're getting paid so much, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And I'm like, well, no, it matters. Mm-hmm. So I just appreciated the dude didn't blame it on me the whole time. Afterwards, I took ownership for what I wasn't doing. And it ended up fine. I think I never saw the spot, but I know it aired. So yeah, that was just kind of like a double whammy. Just like respecting my fellow actor who respected me, and then, like I said, taking ownership for what I didn't know was going to happen, because I wouldn't have wasted anybody's time being on that commercial if I knew that they were looking for sunset livers.
Right.
So, yeah.
They should have made that more clear.
I would think so too, but I think a lot of times they think the actors are up for anything. So, I think to come across someone who's not willing to just do everything is abnormal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure they don't get that a lot because they just get people willing to do anything to
be on career. TV and to get that paycheck.
On a print shoot I did in July, I had a funny moment where I was called up, like it was my turn to go up and do my thing while they took pictures, and I'm like working on this computer. And one of the other actors, or models, whatever, was a very nice older gentleman. He just like walks into my shot, like while I'm doing my thing, and starts talking to me.
Oh.
And I don't know if he was new and like didn't realize like we were in the middle of something, even though it was very obvious. Like the guy's like doing the camera and telling me like move your hand here, go there, and he comes talking to me, and I'm just like, yes, sir, like, and it was so awkward. And I just kind of told him like, oh, I think we're like in the middle of our shot, like taking the pictures. And he was like, oh, and it was so funny, but I felt so bad because everyone is kind of like, what is he doing? Like we're in the middle of working, and he was just like, I don't know, maybe he didn't realize that I was in the middle of something, and he was just like having a conversation with me, but it was kind of distracting, and it kind of threw things off for a little bit.
Wow, how funny.
Yeah, it was very...
It's interesting to me that production didn't say anything. Like, sir, so can you
They did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
No, they did.
Okay.
I think maybe at first they just didn't realize, or maybe he wasn't in the frame yet, but he was like talking to me, and I'm just like, oh, this poor guy, I don't think he realizes
that we're going.
We're going.
On.
Yeah, and it kind of looks bad a little bit, but
yeah. Well, you live and learn.
Yeah. And I have like funny moments, like more not really funny, just like fun moments from when I was younger. I did one film, and I play a Jewish girl during the time of the Holocaust. And so we're on this train to, going to like the concentration camp. But anyway, my parents and I jump off this train,
Yeah.
and we like roll down this hill, and then a German woman saves us, basically, who you know is against the whole Nazi invasion. Yeah. And I just remember doing the scene with my parents where we had to like roll down this hill, and I was really young, and there was like grass in your hair, and then it was so fun as a kid. Like it was it was so amazing, and unfortunately I didn't get to do my stunt of jumping off the train, the moving train.
Oh.
There was a stunt double for all of that.
Bummer.
But I got to do the like roll down the hill, and then
because they needed you for later scenes. But that would have been so much fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I know on the first feature film that I did, it was so, I don't want to say it was casual, but I don't think I knew what I was doing. I didn't know like to be professional on set or whatever. So I just had like a blast. I was just me. And I remember the dolly that we were using had like this flat platform, and we were just hanging out. I had a sucker. There's a picture of me like on my stomach on this board, rolling myself up and down the dolly. I just like flying.
I can't even imagine you doing that.
It was so fun. And like the photographer, he took all these photos, and I think so that shoot was, I was working full time, and then after work I would go to shoot. And so I think deliriism.
Yeah.
I was delirious. There's gotta be a name for that. But yeah, so I think I was just so exhausted and just hyper, delirious. I was just all kinds of stuff. We were laughing so much, and I was just being the retard. I was being so crazy, and like whatever happened in between shoots, I was hyper, or between scenes, I was hyper, and so much fun. It was a really
You had a good time.
shoot. I did. All right.
We should do like another one, like funny moments or awkward moments or terrible moments or two. Well, thanks for watching.
If we can help y'all with anything, let us know. We have more acting videos coming as far as like particulars and how to go about the business and all that stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
Stay tuned.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Freddie
guys.
says bye.
Yeah.